Praful Mehta, company called Vamstar. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of the company. Global B2B healthcare exchange platform that uses artificial intelligence to match buyers in healthcare with suppliers in the market. Interesting fact would be, I love to also kind of cook as well. So I'm a kind of Michelin certified chef, so to speak. We are playing a very important role at the moment in laying the infrastructure for healthcare procurement for the future. Healthcare procurement is very broken in the sense that what we saw in COVID and with all the pressures that the economy is facing, it needs a modern digital infrastructure where buyers and suppliers can connect with each other. And we're probably the only company in the world that is laying down that infrastructure for institutional trade. So not at the very micro level, but actually how hospitals, payers, insurance companies, and large stakeholders will engage and buy healthcare products and services in the future. That's a very, very interesting question. So in healthcare, if you look at, unfortunately, with the way we have been buying and procuring goods and services, has been very, very outdated in the sense that a lot of stuff is done manually. The nature of the industry requires very careful understanding of products and services, and that means that everything is very slow. So from a procurement compared to other industries, healthcare is at least a decade behind, if not more, and trying to catch up. Now, up until when COVID struck us, it was all fine because people were managing this. But then what happened? COVID exposed the flaws in the healthcare sourcing and procurement. It showed us that as community, as society, our healthcare is actually very weakest at its procurement and sourcing level. They don't have the data, they don't have the right tools, our procurement folks, and that is something that needs to change. And that consciousness has now come into the minds of procurers to really make a big change and get ready for the next evolution in healthcare. So pandemic has been a great learner for a lot of the folks in the industry. The problems that were, especially in terms of procurement and sourcing, were hidden or known to industry experts. Now everybody knows about those problems. And the very interesting thing about problems being out in the open is that a lot of people are now trying to come together to solve this problem for the first time. That's why you're seeing hospitals coming together, suppliers getting together. The whole ecosystem is energized so that we never repeat what's happened with COVID to our communities, to our people around the world. Yeah, I think a pandemic has been a great enabler of digitization, in my opinion. Right from small children to all the way folks in the 70 and 80s years of age now realize that they can pretty much live life digitally. And not only that, we are starting to question things that were taken for granted. For example, this has to be done in a pen and paper way. This is not at all possible to do it. Now people are saying that, look, it is possible to achieve this. It is possible to work together and achieve a common goal without actually being worried about the physical space. So as such, you can actually do a lot virtually. And I think for us, especially in healthcare, this is a major motivator to build new products, build new solutions, and create the healthcare for the future. Healthcare and procurement is catching up to a lot of the other industries, especially how data is being utilized to make decisions. The most difficult part, or actually the most bizarre fact about healthcare, is that healthcare industry produces the maximum amount of data per day. But when it comes to utilization of its own data in sourcing and procurement, it actually is very poor because it's stuck in systems, in legacy systems. People are relying on a lot on their own kind of entrenched networks to get the work done, which means they don't have the right level of insights and tools, which I think will change as we move forward from here. So the transformation in healthcare is a lot going to be about how data, processes, people, and technology all come together to create something new for the healthcare system. We are realizing that there is a lot of scope for healthcare to go on to the next level, to make actually an impact in the lives of patients, to make sure that whatever you're buying in healthcare is backed by proper outcomes, to understand that buyers and our sourcers actually have very good knowledge, very good data available at their fingertips. And the future that I see of healthcare is a very connected future, a very interlinked future where decisions are made on outcomes and on values that are being laid out to serve the wider community.